guys, snarfflarf here, and welcome back to another episode of Not for Broadcast. I feel like I've tried to stay neutral, but I feel like I still have gone too far with Advance, and I need to go further with Disrupt. Especially because Advance has nukes and Disrupt doesn't. I don't know if it's too late for that though. Disrupt might be entirely dead. Not sure. Let's see. Day 1975, the sterility.
Hello, Alex. I've checked the schedule for tonight. Nothing major to report. Certainly isn't anything you can't handle. Still, at least my daughter's in for Advance's new initiative. That should liven things up a bit here. Keep up the good work.
After the birth of their unexpectedly large family.
Okay.
What music is best? A rundown of the top-selling songs across the territories.
Why are there two advanced ones?
Tunes and scenes of an inappropriately sexual nature, not one to miss. At 10 p.m., it's time for Julia's diary.
Celebrate the end of the uneven past. This
extracts from her diary
collection of proof chart hits. Oh god.
It's the latest episode of our drama series.
Oh god.
Which tells the inspirational
I have to play ads, otherwise it fails me. And I have to
And this is
replay.
Jenny. She's the floor manager.
What is this?
That's Colin. He too much. Don't talk to Colin.
What is happening here?
Your daughter to work day, Colin.
Nah, we don't believe in it.
All right, come and sit next to Mum.
Believe in what?
Just days.
How did it all go so right? That's followed by the
Had a girl.
Okay. I think I
10 seconds, everybody.
I am too far with Advance.
Okay, we are going in 5.
I tried to say
4,
neutral. Oh god,
3.
there's so much advanced stuff everywhere.
Good evening and welcome to the NNN. I'm Megan Wolf. And who's this?
The NNN?
Well, it's Bring Your Daughter to Work Day here at Channel 1. So I'm joined tonight by my foster daughter.
Oh, National
Stacey.
Nightly
Say hello,
News.
Stacey.
They've just never called it that before.
All right then, here are the stories that matter to you. First up, with Advance confirming that the nuclear fallout from the 20-week war is to blame for the drop in birth rates across the territories, we asked you what keeps you going.
Yeah, that's what I
know that
thought.
everyone was quite deflated when I heard about this, but reading all your submissions has
The
really
trail of
put the
blood?
smile
Oh, is
back
that a
on my
scar?
face.
I don't know.
This is from Sonia in Larkfordshire. I've had plenty of time to fill, so I've started a new hobby. Since I started knitting, I barely remember that 85%
Is it too
of the
late
country is
for
sterile.
Disrupt? Oh
My
god, there's an
record is
Advance
this
in
scarf.
there.
It's 100.
There's Advance everywhere. How did I end up with Advance?
And if you've started a new hobby, do write in and tell us about it. Next up, you know how we love your uncanny
I was trying to stay.
coincidences, and I don't know about you, but I think this one really takes the biscuit. I'm not sure what I'm more impressed by, Stacey. The things our viewers
I was
spotted, the
trying to
unbelievable
help
way our menu centres
Disrupt
are now
last
able to
time
every tea
without
every single day. Catherine from Berkeley
just like
saying, I couldn't help but spot the face of poor departed Peter Clement in my 4th lager this morning.
without just like feeling, without just like giving them signals to like attack.
Coming in.
Like I didn't want them to be violent, but I was trying to help them, but I don't think it worked.
We've just got time for one more of your stories, and this one is an inspiring story of rehabilitation. That's it, just tell us who it's from, yeah, and then read it out, okay?
So this one says it's from John in Stokely. Before I was convicted, I'd never read a single book, but since I was
I need to
released
stop
from
sitting
Birmingham, I haven't been able to
weird
stop.
because it
I'm even
fucks
working at
up
the
where I
library,
am
and on my
frame.
lunch breaks, Mr. Wordyworth spell checks my tattoos.
We absolutely love hearing the way our neighbours and team members have been able to become better.
Is that her? So is that her daughter?
Stories here. You can do this bit, Stacey.
Or did they say something in the beginning where it like
Come on, give it a
isn't
try.
even? I don't know.
Let us know your stories here at the NNN.
Right, bit of a change of pace coming up here. You'll need to use the S effect buttons for the next segment, but Advance have already selected when and what to use. Simple stuff. Just follow your government orders.
No, I can't deal with this. I like Disrupt more than Advance. Well, at the beginning I liked Advance more than Disrupt, but now I like Disrupt more than Advance because though Disrupt is killing a lot of people, Advance has killed significantly more.
Tonight on the NNN, it's time to celebrate this week's team lottery winners live from the Shakespeare Theatre right here in the capital. We're going to hand over to Julia Salisbury. Suppose you don't think much of her either, eh, Stacey?
She's got a lot more going for her than you wankers.
Okay, surprising vote of approval there from Stacey. Let's go live to that right now.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this week's Team Awards.
I can't choose anything else? I can just
Of all
not
the many
choose?
duties I have as team leader, this is by far the most pleasant. As I so often
Okay.
say to you,
I mean, I can just
the
not play
uneven path
anything.
Is now, following the demise of Disrupt, firmly behind us.
Oh.
This is the new future. And I say to you, it's better now. I am delighted to be joined here tonight by one of the
Did I get locked in
Lottery One. He was
to
born
like
roughly
the advance ending?
7 years ago. Please give a warm team welcome to Alfie Touchbadger.
What is with the music?
So, Alfie, you must have seen so much in your lifetime. What have been some of the highlights? Alfie? Alfie? Is he all right? Is he all right?
His hearing aid isn't turned on.
Oh, could you turn it on?
He says it drains the battery.
Well, will you tell him that we'll buy him a brand new battery after the presentation?
Yeah, he says that's fine then. And I will help him with that. Yeah.
If you would. Sorry, can't get the staff.
I think I locked myself into like an advance ending. I don't want this.
So, Alfie.
What?
You're 107 years old.
Oh, don't bloody remind me.
Would you like to tell the audience what that's like?
Where is everybody?
Out there, in the dark. Oh, bless him, it's not just the ears.
I can't choose anything else.
Who are
Like,
you?
it's not choose.
2 sugars, please.
I'm Julia Salisbury, the Prime Minister.
A likely story. Who are you really?
No, I really am the Prime Minister.
Oh, so you're
A woman.
Yeah, a woman. One of
Women can do anything men can do these days, Alfie.
I don't like that she's saying that because
I can't
she's
say I've ever
evil.
tried.
No, I didn't think so.
You could get one of those piss converters. You ever seen one of those piss converters?
Shall we get to the awards, Alfie?
It lets you piss wherever you want. I want one of them.
About me life.
Well, I'm not sure we have enough time left now for that, so...
When I was 9, I wanted a pet, so I asked me mum and pap. There was no television then, back then.
I don't like how they have, like, the evil woman be like, ah, she's a feminist.
Well, that's
Evil feminist moment. Like, ew. Why is it like that? Why is it like this?
It were a dog, but it were a stone.
a stone.
Yes. So I called it Patch, which was a popular name for a dog back then on account of the king having a patchy face. And I decided to introduce him to pretty little Gertie Thimble, who lived up the road.
Oh, how romantic.
She threw my
What does that
dog
have to do
in
with
the river.
anything?
That was the day I decided I'd never marry.
And that's the secret to your long life?
Oh no, I've been married 7 times, divorced 8. There was a mix-up with number 3, see. Yes, I'm just lucky. Are we going back to the home soon?
Soon, Alfie. First, let's turn to the reason we're all here. The weekly Territory 1 Team Awards. First up tonight is a lady who really knows
Everything's
how to put in the extra
so
hours.
advanced.
She works at a transition centre in Hamble-Bamblebury, and she has single-handedly allowed more families to unburden each other than any other nurse in Territory 1. In the uneven parts, she'd have been locked up. Tonight, she is being honoured as a team player. Please welcome Daphne Snister.
I'm not doing that well on this broadcast.
Are you here to change me?
Just give her a medal, Alfie. There's a good boy.
Right, got you. I mean, 2 sugars, please. And don't let it steep too long.
I think you're supposed to give me one of those.
Well,
There he goes. Look.
I can't get the arms up any higher than that. You'll have to go down, love.
Thank God those fractures.
I don't understand what emotion the shocked face is actually supposed to convey.
Then, as the actor said to the bishop.
Yes, thank you. I've got it from here.
Well done. Daphne Snister, everybody.
What is happening?
You can find out what you've won.
The music is like throwing me off. What are the vibes here?
Homemade Eccles cakes.
Got it. I've won a holiday for 2 in Territory 15.
The weird thing is, didn't Advance sponsor, like, help sponsor our daughter's trip?
Why couldn't we have stuck with that then? It's easier to remember.
We're all one nation now.
But yet they bombed.
Snister, everyone.
They bombed the place where our daughter was.
3 days now.
We'll get to that, Alfie.
Right, you are.
How do you say I missed it? I should be paying attention. I guess, but this feels
After a rocky start
useless.
losing their family's ill-gotten gains to the Assets and Wealth Act, have really embraced the new future, setting up a community.
I didn't want to just straight up play Disrupts like tape,
area for all the local children.
but I wanted to help them. I wanted to bring down public opinion of Advance.
Randy Gannett. Medals, Alfie.
Do you know, when I was in the trenches, I had a pal called Scotty Wilson. He was from way up north, so I didn't understand a bloody word he said. But he were my best mate.
Should we just grab them for ourselves?
Probably for the best.
And his best mate was Smudger Ace. There was him. Fiddly Eric.
I'm getting like nothing
Stable Terry,
here.
And of course, Leggy Sydney. She were a girl. But she had a boy's name, so they shipped her to the front anyway. First girl any of us has ever seen close up. She's dead now. They all are. Smudger and Scotty never made it home. Fiddly got shanked in Frankfurt prison in an argument over an olive. And Terry, he exploded quietly at home. Sydney got a fatal skin condition. Scratched herself to death. It makes you think.
Thanks, Alfie. Great contribution. So, Otho and Lobelia, a petting zoo.
After we launched all our wealth, we discovered there were actually people who had never even owned a pony.
I used to have 3.
So we decided to do something about it. That's the type of people we are, you see. Advantage of a private education, probably.
Well, I'm sure we could debate that all night, but there's no time. So, let's see what you've won.
Yes, but before we do, there's something I wanted to say to you.
Oh, absolutely. Every citizen of the new future has my ear.
Good. When Advance came to power, you took all of our wealth. You took the shirts off of our backs.
Quite literally, in my case, I used to collect shirts.
You might as well have the rest of it, too.
Oh, security!
Oh God, not again. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Bennies and the news are not good bedfellows. Keep those flappy bits off my channel, Alex.
Padge matter. And you are? Oh, nice. Oh.
You know, I don't like how it's just like,
You tell him, girl. That's my wife, you know.
it's like
You don't.
rich people.
It isn't right. We used to have 3 horses.
It's just like rich people complaining about stuff, which is like, it's stupid. But then also these people nuked people.
As the actress said to the bishop. Oh, here we go again. Hello, Alfie Tag.
So like, I don't know. The nuking people came out of nowhere.
Oh, don't worry, love. I'll protect you. Oh, 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 oh.
He's in a better way than what he knows.
You know, this reminds me of when I was in my 20s and we go to the promenade at Shining on Sea and watch all the pretty girls on the beach. Everything was black and white then, of course. We'd visit the Penny Arcade and try to win a block of lard to take home to the family. You couldn't buy lard in those days. You had to win it. Oh, it was so much simpler back then. Boys were boys, girls were girls. Everyone else was recruited by the circuses.
Stop giving me strikes.
With their big tents and their candy floss. You'd hear the music, the pipe organ, drifting over the nearby fields. My mother used to call it the most magical sound in the world. This was before she lost her hearing after giving a particularly loud round of applause. Yeah.
And now this guy's being transphobic.
You ever go to the circus?
Why?
What's that, Alfie?
Okay, why are the people who are like trying to like
Yeah, just a tea, pet.
redistribute wealth or whatever,
Well,
and like
an unexpected dose of
help
naked
homeless
nostalgia.
people and all that and give like free healthcare? Why did they nuke a bunch of people? It felt really random.
Servant admiration.
I don't know what like the political message of this is supposed to be.
And with fertility falling throughout the territories, we should value our fabulous new generation now more than ever. Our final winner tonight is a go-getter who really went and got 'em, helping to root out more than 170 disrupt collaborators in his own neighborhood. Since then, he's gone on to be a senior cohesion cadet leader and organised all of the entertainment at last year's camp cooperation. Our final
Our
winner
son isn't
tonight,
involved in this, is it?
Edwin Neverlay.
Oh, Alfie Tag.
Well, it's not our son.
Centre, you old nonk. Prime Minister. It's an absolute pleasure to finally meet you. We're very similar.
Because, I mean, it's a different name. Our last name is Winston.
Nonsense, Prime Minister. You have saved this country. You have fought enemies, foreign and domestic, with 9 fists. As with my own tiny fists have I.
Well, let's open the envelope and find out what you've won. Maybe it'll be a fist enlargement.
A year's internship as a behaviour coach at Bettinest. It's just what I've always wanted. Let's show the fools where they went wrong, eh?
Well, actually, betterment is about rehabilitation, Edwin.
Absolutely. And if they don't reintegrate, we retaliate. Just like you did on Liberation Night. Thank you for this award. And stay vigilant. Report the non-cohesives. Be a team player.
That concludes tonight's awards. Join me next week when, hopefully,
This
things will
segment
be a
felt
lot
so
more
long.
normal. Back to you, Megan. Back to you, Megan.
Like, I barely got to do anything.
At a highly eventful team awards ceremony. Any thoughts on this week's winners?
I feel like I have less control than
That's
usual.
fucking scary. The pretees were saggy, and that little prick will never lose his virginity.
Okay. Well, succinctly put there, if a little profane. After the break, we'll be going live to a star-studded premiere. You won't believe who's on the red carpet tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. And we're out.
Oh, Alex, one other... What's that? You're off already? I know you had to take the day off work, Petunia, but... Oh, I see. No luck still with theatre. I'm so sorry, darling. Of course. I'll speak to you later. Oh, Alex. Completely forgot what I was going to say. Blast it all. Still, I'm lucky to have her.
tragicomic disaster.
What happened?
Do you reckon he's watching us somewhere? Laughing.
Are you watching us?
Are you receiving us?
Are you fucking with us?
Oh, right. So she can swear.
Wait, is Jeremy coming back? Second grade D, that's the worst I've ever done. Alright.
So, Patrick and Robin are just going to grab who they can, put these generic links on the auto for you to glue it all together.
They do know I have a Queen's View
Hold
degree
on,
in
I
journalism.
wanna hear
You should
this.
study something useful now, eh?
All this bring your daughter to work day. What a joke.
Where is our honoured guest?
I don't know, she's probably sniffing around that boy band Hot Spot.
Heat Rash. Hotspot won it last year.
Heat Rash. Oh God, they're running out of names, aren't they?
I hear the computer comes up with them, the songs too. Ah, there she is, and just in time too. That's 10 seconds, everybody.
What have you been up to?
What's it to you? And we are going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. Stacey's still here.
Wishing she wasn't.
Thanks, Stacey. And in this segment, we're delighted to have sent
Right.
Robin and Patrick to the movies. Yes, tonight is the world premiere of The
Still gonna be the
Automated,
fake Patrick?
starring Lawrence Blunderclatch and the late, great Helena Canterbury Boatshoe. And all the stars are out tonight. We first covered this film almost 5 years ago, back when it was called The Medicated. Then, for mysterious reasons, the film was suddenly pulled the night before its release. Well, since then, executive producer George Focus
Been
has
5
spent
years
5
since
long
then?
years polishing the film and turning it into a special edition and premiering tonight. With extensive state-of-the-art visual effects and a top-quality voice team, George says it's the movie he always wanted to make. Now, let's take a look at it.
I can't deconstruct it. I can't deconstruct it.
Alright. From what I remember, it looks about the same, but the effects are... There's more special effects.
Is this a wig?
You think I don't grow that? You think I don't grow that?
Or... I don't know. I don't remember.
I'll kill
that
you.
one.
Think of Seth, I'll kill you.
There's something on your face, Chief Harrison. I wish you were real, baby. Flesh and blood.
Captain Quasar.
But you're just ones and zeros, baby. If only I'd noticed.
Captain Quasar.
You rusted,
Quasar.
but I didn't notice it.
Captain.
I'm buffering, chick, you said.
Got one on you.
God damn it, lost it all.
Here's a map.
What's a map? Okay, so head north on Interstellar Avenue, left at the asteroid belt, and a tricky three-point turn at Uranus. What are these symbols? This corner, this is the key.
I still have this thing, which makes me think that there might be another opportunity for Disrupt.
But we have to ask ourselves, who are we?
Okay, so they're robots now. I don't know if they were robots before.
Gosh, thrilling stuff. What did you think, Stacey? Thrilling stuff. What did you think, Stacey?
The robots were alright. I guess.
They certainly were. Let's go over to Robin Short now in Western Square, who I believe has got the star of the show. Robin!
Well, Megan, I'm joined by not one, but both of the stars, Lawrence Blunderclatch and Helena Canterbury Boatshoe. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. It's thanks to shows like yours that Eleanor and I are even here. Don't you agree?
Well, I couldn't.
Absolutely.
So I'm not
right,
talking a lot. I just...
And you two have both become absolutely huge in the past couple of years.
I
haven't
feel
you?
like
Even huger,
I have
yes,
so
that's
little
right.
control
I
of what's
feel very
happening
lucky.
versus
Very,
what I
very
had
lucky to be
before.
born, well, you know. And Helena is in massive demand too at the moment. She's still the face of a major cosmetics brand, and she's booked to do a one-woman Lear in the summer.
Wow, it sounds like you're both very busy. But is there any chance we'll get to see you together on screen again?
No, I'm really not supposed to mention this, but we are doing a little something together.
No.
I'm playing a weathered starship captain from another galaxy, and Helena is my droid companion.
But how does that work?
I spend 7 hours in makeup now.
No, how does Helena play a droid?
Oh, we just pop her on a roller skate.
Wow. Well, Lawrence Blunderclatch and Helena Canterbury Boatshoot, thank you so much for joining me. And we're going over to Patrick Bannon now.
Yeah, it's still the new Patrick.
Seeing you in a movie anytime
They
soon?
shot the first guy off screen.
You, Robin. Let's hope not. We're actually joined here by
Billy Bob Jean Short, and surely you recognize
She even
my
unlocked
youngest
Ashes to
pop
Ashes.
sensation, Lil D.
Wonder what that was for.
Drops next week.
Actually, we were expecting Lil C. Is she?
She's around. She's not been feeling very well. She's put me in charge.
Has she?
Well, the courts have. They gave me stewardship over her estate, her finances, and her internal soul. Praise Craglar!
Praise Craglar. Wow. But is she coming just because we've got some questions for her?
Well, she might be along later, but as our legal and spiritual guardian,
Okay, I have
I'll be
never.
happy to answer any questions on her.
I don't censor things anyway, so I feel like I don't need this on.
Was it? Well, you look great. Oh, thank you.
See?
You know what? I feel great. Well, who are you wearing? I'm wearing Little C, and you could be too. Really? Little C's new line launches tonight. This is one of my favourite looks. It's called Oh, what a unique name! Hard to spell though.
But of course, Lil C is basically fashion royalty now, with a veritable clothing empire to her name.
Yeah, well, the label's gone from strength to strength since our initial TV launch on this very show, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So really, we have all you to thank for all this.
Nothing's happening. Like, nothing exciting is happening.
Second jet. Feel that?
What does any of this have to do with anything?
Yes, it's a nice hat.
Person.
And Forbes magazine has named me the youngest self-made success story ever.
They
Do
did
you have any advice?
mention.
wanting to follow
I didn't hear what they were talking about, but they mentioned Jeremy.
All you need to succeed.
And
in
I
life
know last time
is
they
your
said
family's
some
financial
disrupt
backing
people broke him out of
and
prison,
creative
or
fame.
something along the lines of
It's not
that.
rocket science, people.
Oh, well, but in sadder news, am I right?
I mean, not that I think he deserves to be out of prison, because he did threaten a bunch of people with guns.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
But I think that
So
would
you
make
can
things
imagine,
interesting.
25, she's far too old for pop music now. She can't keep up with these young stars. So her best of album is out now, and she's touring that later this year. And then her farewell tour the year after that, and that's her last chance to see her. So until the reunion tour, and then the classic tour after that. But it's been a long and varied career, as you can imagine. She's very, very proud of herself.
Oh, and if her health's bad, then maybe it's for the best.
What's wrong with her health? Oh, yes, her health. Her poor health. And it's surprisingly expensive treatments. Curse you, Zaytan! Damn your intergalactic justice!
Oh, yeah. Well, we better be letting you get back. Those babies aren't going to themselves. Oh,
I'm not talking enough. I need to. There's nothing for me to commentate on.
thank you.
This
so
is
much for
just
joining us.
stuff.
And do pass our best
This is
wishes
all
to
stuff.
Lil C.
Everything feels like stuff now.
Now it looks like Robin is with a music legend who actually is irreplaceable. Is that who I think it is?
Which,
Robin?
I mean,
He is Patrick. Jason,
I think that
almost can't believe you're here. How have you been?
I think that the news should feature like good news and stuff, and it shouldn't all be like terrible stuff.
Right.
But I've just never been interested in like celebrity stuff.
And to be human. Just to be a part.
Um,
That's good, write that down. Hey, Rachel, write that one down.
But
It's good to see you.
I mean, I think that the news shouldn't be all bad news.
You know, I have you to thank for that.
But also, this is a game, and I want stuff to happen, and I feel bad because I feel like, did I fuck up Disrupt? Because I was trying to help them just without making them be violent.
Yeah, that's absolutely true, yeah.
But you're aware that elections have been suspended in the territories.
No, I'm not running to be no prime minister.
Oh, you're not?
No. I'm gonna be king of the moon.
Oh, elections have been suspended, so
King of the moon? Yes.
What's her name again?
No, sorry.
Whatever her name is.
You're running for
Just
king
is
of
the
moon?
fucking queen of the world
No,
now.
not running. It's my birthright.
And does this have anything to do with promoting your upcoming hip opera, Jason Space?
Hush now. Cynicism is so unmoon.
Okay. And how long will this last? Will it go the way of last year's Living as a Mouse fiasco? Or maybe your foray into ventriloquist beats?
I don't make the moon rules. I merely live by them.
So, are you looking forward to seeing The Automated?
You know, I don't believe in film. Thou shalt keep thine image still unholy.
Okay.
Jesus Christ made us though.
I want to be able to.
Thank you.
I
for
want
your
to be
time,
able
and
to
good
make
luck
things
with
less
your new life
advanced.
in space.
And with you, my child.
Because aren't there still nukes like hidden in places? Didn't they say they have like nukes hidden everywhere that they could just set off whenever?
Success, looks like.
If anyone tries to like
I'm
rebel.
gonna see if we can grab someone else to have a chat. Back to you.
Thanks, Robin. But I think Stacey and I are probably in quite enough trouble where we are. So, 3 big names there, Stacey.
Yeah, big names.
Any thoughts about them? Maybe from your generation's perspective?
You won't like my opinions.
Oh, go on, try me.
Well, Bumbanonk is so old he's like 1 week away from a transition centre, so who cares? And Lil C was cool when I was like 12 or something, but now she's
Benedict
just another fucking
Cumberbatch.
Lily. And Jesus is a disrupt
Eggs Benedict
wanker
Cucumber
who died
Patch.
with the rest of them 3 years ago.
You're right.
You agree with me?
No, you're right. I don't like your opinions. But thankfully, we can go back to Patrick now, who has another familiar face to catch up with. Patrick, what's the atmosphere like there?
It's absolutely electric, Megan.
I love that video that's just a bunch of. It's just a compilation of a bunch of wrong ways. Neil! Holy shit! Wrong ways to pronounce Benedict Cumberbatch, but holy shit, it's Neil.
What's it like suddenly being so popular?
It's crazy. People stop me in the streets, they expose themselves, they write me threatening letters. You know, the stalker has become the stalky. A real taste of Neil's own medicine, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and what's been the most challenging thing about being so famous?
It's places like this.
This is my hero.
Out actors and rock stars, they're real crazy. And Crazy Neil knows crazy. And I'm used to being the loudest whack job in the room. Hey.
Yes, I can imagine.
But I know what you're thinking. Hey, Neil, where's the crazy deal? We got crazy deals on chairs. You ever sit in a chair that knock your socks off?
No, I can't say that I have.
Makes a mess of the carpet. But what do you say? We got a deal?
Well...
Well, what about Betty Andrews' handbag? It's real leather. It's real cheap. And it even contains our heart medicine. Spicy.
No, really.
You've got the chair. You've got the bag. You're really busting my balls. What can I do to convince you? Let me throw in my wife.
Neil is it? Crazy Neil is a
It's the latest model. Not a scratch on it.
capitalist now.
Perfect charm. What do you say?
Well, I guess he always was because he always sold stuff. But he's like
You can. I got loads of them.
the 1%.
Crazy deals. We got crazy deals on chairs. We got crazy deals on meals. We got crazy deals on wheels. We got wheels on meals. Meals on wheels. We've even got endangered seals. And we got meals with endangered seals. Yeah.
Thank you, Neil. Well,
Incredible. So glad I chose him to invest my stocks in, or whatever the hell that was.
Lucky. Back to you.
Thanks, Patrick. What a colourful interview there on what looks like an amazing night. They certainly
Achievement
know how to
unlocked.
make
A
an
crazy
entrance.
deal from Crazy Neil.
And the automated really does
You guys
seem
can't
to
see my
have
achievements because I'm
unstoppable written all
not
over it,
recording
because
the whole
despite
screen.
Morris Horsey in Hours magazine calling it Lawrence Blunderclatch's overly long suicide note, in a review which ends with the words, "and he hasn't even had the decency to see it through," the film, which is free to all residents of the territories, has seen record pre-booking.
So is it
and
territories
set
just
to run for
Europe, or is it like
months
the whole
and
world?
months. Let's go back to those lucky few seeing it tonight. Oh, I'm so jealous. Robin, you seen anything unusual there?
Thanks, Megan. Well, will you settle for the territory's most eligible bachelor? 5 years ago, Steve Saxon was an unknown. Then a series of incredible performances in acclaimed productions from Hamlet's Jam to the curious rise of Algernon Ding Dong made him the most wanted man in drama. He's been voted sexiest man under 25 for 3 successive years. Now, let's see if he'll talk.
The suspense of him facing away from the camera.
Steve, have you got a moment to spare to talk to the NNN?
Oh, hi, the NNN. You know, your show gave me my first chance at an audience. The raw me. Steve.
You know, I was expecting when he turned around for him to just be like wearing clown makeup or some shit.
Special about you.
But he just looks like a normal guy.
A moment is the very least I can give your amazing viewers in return.
Not that we're actually going anywhere. Where is she?
Said views instead of viewers in the subtitle.
But of course, this
I'm
is...
Charlotte Winstanley Dash Hamilton. I was in Hey Friendship too. You know, that scene you burned into your mind. I was in that.
No. Sorry. Don't remember you at all. Are you sure you were in that?
Yes, I was the pretty one. Tell her, Steve.
Looks are really important.
Well, if you say so, Steve. So, it's been a big year for you. I believe you've been tackling the Bard.
Yeah, so I've been working with an enfant terrible called Quentin Suckerpunch. We've been doing all the Shakespeares.
Nothing has happened in so long.
Yeah, so we shoot one
Is
a
this
week.
like the end?
I play all
Did
the
I
parts.
lose?
So I learn them at the weekend and then we shoot them naked in his steam room. The lighting in there is really good.
Sorry, did you say naked?
Yes, well, he is. I'm in a variety of hats. It's an old theatrical tradition.
I had a single out. It was called Look at Me.
And you did that advert, didn't you, babe?
Is that your dental floss?
And the sex tape, of course.
Steve! I don't like to talk about that. Although apparently it's available for $11.99 everywhere. Just ask your newsagent.
So, what is your favourite Shakespeare play then, Steve?
Ooh, I like the wordy one.
It's starting soon. I'm going to miss the trailers, and we haven't even got any popcorn yet.
She'll be here.
Oh, I'm so late, guys. What took you so long? There was an injured pigeon. I'll explain on the way in.
Now, of course, I remember you from that legendary first appearance.
Really? Her too?
You were such a serious little thing. You had that horrible sister.
Yes, that was me. I'm the horrible sister.
Don't be so hard on yourself, babe. Looks are really important.
Thanks, Steve.
So, what have you been up to, Harriet?
What's happening?
Actually, last
Why is there
year
no?
I was
Why is it a
overseas
different
bringing
set
art
again?
to the
Sometimes they
children
just change
from
stuff and it
outside
freaks
the
me out.
territories. They may not have food, but they can still have Canada.
Good for you.
And now I'm in an experimental physical theatre piece about the existential angst of Wicker.
Amazing. So artsy.
We do it above a pub on Thursdays.
I was also the girl who got murdered in the bath in Night Slasher 3.
Haven't seen it.
She was brilliant.
Thanks, Steve.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Thanks, Steve.
Char, I think it's starting soon and I really need a tinkle.
Oh my god, you need the loo now. We're going to completely miss the trailers. You were so selfish.
Sorry.
We've got to go.
Oh, of course. Thank you so much for talking with us and enjoy the movie.
Thanks. Love the NNN.
I love you guys.
Why are they calling in the NNN now? Call it the National Nightly News.
Megan, I can't believe that. Steve Saxon, Harriet Winstanley Dash Hamilton, and someone else, can't remember her name for the life of me. I'm too starstruck, if I'm honest. I think I've just come. Back to you, Megan.
Steve. Enjoy the movie. The Automated opens in cinemas across the territories this weekend. What a star-studded event, eh, Stacey?
Who cares?
I don't even think that was supposed to be censored. She just said that.
After these messages.
I vibe with that.
I still go to the cinema.
You should get yourself a video recorder, like the one at the home.
Yeah, I've got a video recorder. It's just not the same, is it?
You're right, it's better. No unevens chatting and chewing all the way through.
Oh, what about a kiss and cuddle on the back row? Doesn't that happen anymore?
In public? What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
What? I wasn't paying attention.
Feeling better?
I was looking at this.
Got to get set up for heat rash. I think Ronnie's on something.
I know he is. It was on his rider. Apparently it's medicinal.
Ronnie's always high. Give him orange juice.
My God, she speaks.
He's a stupid cunt.
And just like that, you wish she wouldn't.
Why do I have to censor that? The ads are on. Alright, that one got an A+. So,
vast society.
Hopefully that makes up
Oh,
for my D.
It's what now?
What is...
Oh, here's Megan. She's going to be interviewing you.
Hello. Hi.
This is her. This is Stacey.
It feels like too quiet.
Hello there, Stacey.
I'm not stressed enough.
Right. No, I'm sorry, but if we can't be polite,
Which
you're going to have to wait.
sounds like it should be a good thing. But it makes me feel like...
Do you want to go and wait in the dressing room?
It makes me feel like,
No.
like all my choices have been locked in.
No. Thank you.
Okay. And sit up straight. You're ruining my shot.
That's 10 seconds, everybody.
No, co.
Fucking right, Noko.
What's that? What's no?
Bring in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. For our final segment tonight, Stacey and I are delighted to be joined by Heat Rash. Their new album, Girls and Why We Love Them All, comes out this weekend. So, let me see if I can get this right. It's Nolan.
I write the songs.
Ronnie.
That's what it says on my tattoo.
Oh, you've got a tattoo of your name on yourself. Okay.
In case he forgets it.
This raconteur, you must be
That's
Chinny.
fun. I vibe with that.
Why do they call you Chinny?
It's because of this ugly old thing.
I don't know what you mean.
God, you're so fucking embarrassing.
Dale. Crikey, Dale, you do not look old enough to be in a band.
I get that a lot. I'm actually 23, the oldest one. I have a growth disorder.
God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that.
It's so co-pretty.
He's only messing with you.
He's actually 58.
Okay, right, I see. You're going to be a handful, aren't you, boys?
Mum.
And you must be TP. What does TP stand for?
Tiny prick.
It stands for team player.
I see. How long have you had that nickname?
Ever since Nolan decided Terry Prodance was a shit name for a member of a boy band.
Toilet paper.
No co, Ronnie.
Sorry, what does no-co mean?
It's the opposite of SoCo.
Fuck's sake. SoCo.
Yeah.
So cohesive. You pretees say cool.
Right, okay. Thank you, Stacey.
Sorry about her.
Not your fault. She's uneven.
So, you guys met through a popular show on one of our rival channels, didn't you?
Yeah, Team Players with a Z.
So, how did that work then?
Well, actually, Dale and I knew each other from school. We were actually classmates. And
Fuck's sake, Nolan, mate. Give someone else a chance. We all went on Team Players. We all auditioned. The judges put us into bands. And, yeah, we went to their houses and they just put us into bands.
it's an example of how we're greater than the sum of our parts when we work in harmony.
And occasionally singing it.
So every week on the show, they get these bands and they give them a song that the producer just found from under the bin somewhere.
Actually, I write the song.
And the public would phone in and decide which song they like best.
Right, and then the losers would be eliminated. Yeah?
Mum.
What?
No-co. Pretty, so no-co. The band who get the most approval get to play their song again.
Sure. So what happens to the losers then?
Mum.
What do I keep doing wrong?
We don't use the L word anymore.
What, you mean losers?
Would you please stop saying that?
That word is a pejorative. It's a word designed to diminish. At Go-Getters, I learned very early that we only win when everybody wins.
But, sorry, that's not real life, is it? That's just sports board, no?
Thought you were SoCo.
Yeah, I am SoCo.
Nah, you're a shrinker. Can't be friends with shrinkers.
Again, I still don't know what message.
So I do understand, actually.
What is the message of this game?
Well, a shrinker.
What's
is,
a pretty, Mum?
Well, I think it means someone who's older, doesn't it?
Pre-territories.
It's someone who turned 18 before the new future. We call you preties.
Unevens.
Mimis.
Nonks.
So, like,
It's not her fault she's
boomer?
old. She can't help it.
I'm not that old.
I'm trying
actually.
to help you here.
I don't think I need your help.
See? Total Mimi.
Is that so?
Yes, obviously.
You know what the real problem with you lot is? You just can't get over the fact that your beloved Disrupt are gone and you just don't fit in anymore. But the truth is, Disrupt were violent, no-co pricks being led by a fucking psycho. I'm glad they lost, and you should be too.
I mean, they were,
Everyone
but
over 30 supported Disrupt, Stacey.
not everyone, no, but one fuck-off lot of you did.
they were
Soko, Stacey. Soko.
bad, but they didn't nuke 10 million
All learned
people.
maybe a little bit more than we expected to there. I'm genuinely delighted to have met Heat Rash.
So,
And before we end
supporting
the show
Disrupt was like the
tonight,
boomer
sing
thing.
for us,
Then
won't you?
she said
Yes,
everyone
that's
over
right. We're gonna
30
sing a song from Girls and
for
My Love
Disrupt.
called Pieces of My Heart.
Because they were like the rich people who just wanted like money, but then,
Rest, mate. No one cares. Go on,
which I
go on
don't
these stools,
support,
lads.
but
Right.
then it's that versus nukes.
So,
I get maybe the oral's supposed to be like there's no right answer.
Oh, she's 15. Go on, piss off and sing your song, Terry. Christ.
right you are.
So, here they are with their latest single, Pieces of My Heart. Are you excited, Stacey?
Not for me, no. I only listen to blip music and a bit of jizzcore. Pop music is...
Ah, yes, I know I meant to mention this earlier. Apparently, these newfangled boy bands change singer all the bloody time. Try and follow along, eh? Keep the shot on whoever is currently singing the lead vocal.
Alright.
I saw you standing by the menu center with a brand new pair
I'm just following the green.
Baby, do you remember? You took the first of the pieces of my heart. We wandered into a bush and grabbed a vodka and stang. Took our assets and our wealth and drew them out of the bag. I gave you little pieces of my heart. I didn't know two hearts could ever feel like this, girl. It's like you were custom made for me by Remington's fist. I take all of the loves that didn't last.
I feel like I'm locked in. I feel like I'm locked in, which I'm upset about. But like, I liked Advance at the beginning. I liked Advance up until they nuked 10 million people.
As my old man used to say, you blow me away. I just want you to stay. I don't want you to pay. You make me crazier than Neil today.
Yo, Crazy Neil. Crazy Neil is the hero of this game.
We sat there shaking all the way through incisors.
Also, shouldn't everyone hate Advance? Because like everyone must have had family in like other places or friends.
We took a train through all the territories and we threw away the rules and wrote our personal stories. You took a dozen pieces of my heart.
I've never learned how to use this.
I didn't know the life could ever feel like this, girl. It's like you were custom made for me by Remington's fist. I take all of the loves that didn't last.
See, they're like tying everything together, which makes me feel like this is gonna be like the last broadcast and I fucked up. The fact that like nothing has happened makes me feel like it's like the simmer down.
And now I'm staring at your membership card. There's your picture.
I never learned what flards were.
And leave 'em in the uneven part. Share the new future as my pride. You snatch me inside. There's no need to hide. All
The fact that there's advance on everything makes me feel like I'm locked in.
Wow. Well, fantastic. Thank you, Heat Rash. That was actually really good. Best of luck. Thank you for coming in. Now it's almost time for final thoughts tonight. And I've actually asked Stacey to write a few, and they're just being programmed onto the auto cue now. Now, I have no idea what she's going to say. So, fingers on that bleep button in the broadcast room, just in case. Take it away, Stacey.
Yeah, I haven't bleeped anything in forever.
My name is Stacey. I guess you know that by now. Don't know why I put that in there. Anyway. I don't watch the news. There's no need. You hear all the important stuff from your mates, so I don't know what's considered important anymore.
Well, I mean,
But
I feel
I'm
like
pretty sure that it's not rehash movies and fucking boy bands, so
I mean, you can get a biased perspective that way, which is why I was trying to do a neutral
what's
perspective on the
important
news,
to
because I
me.
feel like the news
when Advance were
should
first elected, 6 years
present
ago,
like the neutral point
I
of
was
view,
9.
so that you can
And
then decide
not a family home, like
what
your
you
home.
support.
This was a state children's home. It was
Like, you shouldn't be a neutral as a person, but the
fucking
news should be
awful,
neutral, so
actually.
you can
It was like a Charles Dickens book.
like take that
The
in
roof leaked
and
the
then
walls
come
were
up with your own
damp some
conclusions.
mornings, the
That's
food
what
was
my
bad,
mind
drugs and
thought
alcohol
was. My
everywhere.
brain process,
No
my
one
train of thought. That's what it's
cared.
called.
You had to watch your back all the time because there weren't enough staff to manage us. And
I should be
yes,
listening to what you're saying. I haven't
as
been.
you'd imagine, there was a lot of some bad stuff went down there with some of the staff. Okay. Not all of them, but the others knew, and they didn't stop it. And then Advance won the election. And like a miracle, things started to change. They got better. We had nicer food. The home was not just repaired, but redecorated and kitted out with books and sports stuff and musical instruments and video games. Most of the staff were fired, and the new ones, which there were more of, spent time talking and working with the bullies. And you know what? A second miracle. It worked. The bullying stopped. My life, got better. Because
Well, that's good, but 10 million
there was
people
enough
still
money to do the
died.
good things, and Advance had the guts to do it. I joined Go Getters, and on Liberation Night, that gave me a group of friends that I could talk with when the bombs went off and the power went out. Another miracle.
But that was
I
caused
wasn't
by
alone anymore.
Advance
And that
on
was the night
purpose.
I finally understood the importance of being in a team. So here's my final thought. I know the people who were doing better under the old system long to go back. You say, we were freer. But what you mean is, we were richer. But for every one of you, there is 100 of me. And even now, after
Which I
all
feel like
you
I
have
would
taken
agree
away,
with
you are
if,
still
again,
doing better
10
than
million
I
people
am.
didn't die.
Than I likely ever will. You still have homes of your own and families of your own who love you. And I'll never have that. So maybe you should stop looking for the worst interpretation of everything this amazing government does and realise it's not for you. It's for the millions like me.
Millions
And you
dead?
can buy and bleat all you want, but you're never going to get your money back because it's already been spent on miracles. Wow, thank you.
Disrupt. Yes.
Tomorrow better.
No.
And we're out.
Wait, did I have?
all right?
did I-
Yes. Yes, that was more than all
Okay,
right.
disrupt is still
You might have actually given me something
existing.
to think about.
So I guess You're gonna be taking me back to the home now then?
I was thinking we could go out somewhere and
Okay, so she's not really like her daughter, she's just...
talk about our options. If that's
She's from
Of course, Miss
a
Wolf. Security
foster
will be
home?
standing by.
Thank you.
So they're always there then?
There was a thing a few years ago now.
Oh, with that Jeremy bloke? I heard about that, everyone did. Were you here back then? Doesn't look old enough.
She's growing on me.
Yeah, she does that.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, not my best broadcast. I've received my full wages. Okay, I didn't receive any bonus. That's the first time I haven't received a bonus. Advance went down, disrupt went up. Okay, good. So, okay, that's not the end then. It's not the end. I don't think. Let's see if there's tech stuff. I guess. Day 2079. And up it's come. Okay. You once again find yourself sitting in Bozeman's office. Everything's pristine and orderly, just like how the fastidious man likes it. Though that's been rare for him as of late. The door opens behind you just as you start to imagine the reasons why. Alex, thank you for waiting. It's been almost 6 years since you started working with us, Alex. A lot has happened in that time, from the unfortunate incident with Mr. Donaldson to the disrupt attack on this very building. He pauses to look at you. You meet his gaze. And in the time you've done some good work. Not to mention, I've heard some good things around the office as well. So I'm happy to inform you I've approved a small raise in recognition. Bozeman is smiling at you now. Thank you, sir. Okay, good. It doesn't matter that I didn't get a bonus. Probably. Not at all. You earned it. But that's not an excuse to rest on your laurels. I'm sure you've got work to be getting back to. And with that, he turns to some papers on his desk, clearly considering you dismissed. You head back to your studio, a spring in your step. It's nice to get some recognition. Okay. I think I'm near the end of this game. Maybe the next broadcast will be the last one, I don't know. 2303. Foregone conclusion. Oh, it's Christmas again. It's late. It's been snowing all day, and unlike everybody else, you've stayed inside as much as possible, keeping warm. Normally, you enjoy the snow, but today, it's been nothing more than an irritant. Still, tomorrow, you've got the day off and might actually be able to enjoy it. Who else edits for the channel? Or does National Nightly News just not play on some days? Sam always gets excited when they see snow. When they were younger, they'd always wrap the kids up and take them out to play in it. It's been a while since that's happened, though. Something about the warm fire and dark nights always makes you feel nostalgic at this time of year. The sound of the front door opening startles you out of your thoughts. Hey, I'm back, Sam calls, before coming to find you in the living room. Oh, the fire's going. It's lovely and cozy in here. They come and sit by you, leaning their head on your shoulder. Welcome home. How was your day? Sam sighs. Oh, you know, the usual. Spent the morning volunteering at the menu center and making myself useful. Did they get a job yet? They picked up the position while unemployed and had kept it going. Then in the afternoon, I went to see some friends from the old job. They're thinking of moving again, so we were looking at new places. What about you? Yeah, I'm good. Glad I've not got to work in that weather. Well, tomorrow let's make a day of it. Go for a walk. Maybe I'll even drag you up to the top of the hill with the sled and we can race like the old days. I don't know, we're getting a bit old, you start to object, but Sam cuts you off. Oh, you're only saying that because you'll know I'll win. They give you a wink and a kiss before getting up and going to the kitchen, calling back over their shoulder. Loser pays for cocoa. You're very lucky to have Sam. I'm glad Sam doesn't hate me, because it seems like there are some options I could have gone where Sam would hate me. But I've been pretty good to them. Day 2, 3, 40. Time for reflection. It's been over 13 years since your dad died. You visited his graves a few times since then. Normally during times of stress, or when you're trying to figure something out, or when you just want some peace and quiet. Today is no different. Isn't that the same church model for when our daughter died? I mean, I'm not blaming them for using a model, but Patrick Winston, 1903 to 1978. Wait, how long did he say? Or how long did I say? They said Alex. Alex said 15 years, right? So 78. God, where's my calculator? Something like 15 years. I think it was 1778 plus 15. So it's like 1993. Okay. You feel Sam's hand on your shoulder, giving you a reassuring squeeze. You're grateful that they're still here with you. Just having them by your side always seems to make things easier. Call of a raven catches your attention as it flies away. Riley was only 8 when his grandfather died. You didn't really appreciate how big the loss was at the time, but as he got older, you did your best to pass on what your dad taught you. But now he's all grown up, he's actually starting to teach you, which is strange, but in the nicest way. You're proud of the man he's now become. He's not a CCO, is he? Susie, poor Susie. Oh yeah. She died in 1985. Wasn't Liberation Night only like a year or so ago? So it's 1985? I don't know. Or 1986 or 1987? Was that the bite? No. I don't know. Susie, poor Susie. What you wouldn't give to have her back, even just to argue with you. She just wanted to explore the world, so curious, so full of life, until Liberation Night. Everything changed then. So many lives destroyed. I feel like the graveyard should be full. Your relationship with Chris has always been up and down, but as of late, you seem to actually... Why do I feel like this is wrapping everything up? See? It's gotta be almost done. But of late, you seem to actually be getting along. It makes a nice change. And it's certainly made life easier with Sam, but that's family. You gotta take good and with the bad. She may be in an albeit expensive care home now, but it's still comforting to know your mother is around. Oh, she's still alive? Thought she was dead. Even if she barely recognizes you anymore, her presence is always reassuring. Could do with that now. Turn away and wander in the direction of the car. You can't control life, what happens, who lives and who dies. That's fair! I just edit a news broadcast. Why do I feel like everything is my fault? I guess because I'm the main character in a video game. I do apologize for all the times I've misgendered Alex, Sam, and Chris. They all use it on. Ah, my phone fell on the floor. Why did my phone fall on the floor? What knocked it over? Anyways, where was I? All you can do is keep going and see what gets thrown at you next. What is life if not a series? Also, maybe that church is just supposed to be the same church. But whatever. What is life if not a series of little decisions that define us? And we'll never know which one would take us one way, and which would bring us here. Day 2602. Oh, okay. It's gonna be another broadcast. So, I'm gonna leave it here. I feel like the next episode is probably gonna be the last episode. Like, at most there's gonna be 2 more. But this is like the end game now. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you. I am still doing this thing. I'll see you in the next episode. Ooh. Oh. The finale. Yeah. Next episode is going to be the last episode, as it seems. So, okay, yeah. See you in the next episode for the finale. Bye!